raining soldiers from the sky, fearless men who jump and die, men who do just what they say, the brave men of the Green Beret, silver wings.
Thank you for joining the United Constitutional Patriot Radio Show tonight with your host, Johnny. Tonight we will be talking about the American and Mexican border and other things, other issues going on in the United States of America. So now I will turn the mic over to Johnny. So here's Johnny.
Thank you, Pete. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the United Constitutional Patriot Radio Show. And before I go into the main show, I just got word a few minutes ago, and I'm very upset, and the whole staff is upset. And I want to get something straightened out right from Jump Street. We do cover the border, everything that's going on. We are putting together going to the border. Somebody has put out, and we know who it is, and I'm going to tell names tonight, and I'm going to tell exactly what happened so everybody knows. We are not frauds like people are saying. Now, I imagine other people on my staff also are going to have some things to say. We're covered by Mr. Taylor on his show, and he was contacted and saying we're frauds. I got a phone call from a lady, asked me about it. I told her exactly the truth. We can verify it. We have the paperwork, everything. Now, here's what's going on. Someone's saying we're a fraud. There's a guy out on the coast in California who contacted us for money. We sent him money. First, we sent him $50. That shows on our PayPal account. Then we sent him $80 because he said he had a battery that wasn't working. He needed a battery for his vehicle. He had no people out there. We tried to send men out there. In fact, last night, even though he had accused us of being a fraud himself, I tried to send a guy to him. We couldn't contact him to help him on the border. But here's the situation. 2 weeks ago, we had a team on the border. We sent them down for a reason, to see what was going on, watch the border, find out what exactly was going on, meet with the Border Patrol. Why they were down there? They tried to overthrow the United Constitutional Patriots. They actually said that they wanted me to step down, and was brought up 6 years ago. And I've never hid it. I've always been up front, and I've been true with everybody. They tried to say that we had ripped people off. A gal by the name of Monica Moran was working for us out on the West Coast in Oregon. She wanted to do our book work, all of our bookkeeping. She wanted to keep records for us. So we had all funds going to the PayPal account out to where she was at. There was $5,000 right around there that we have been told that she got. She'd never disclosed to us how much she got, but I do know for a fact that she sent money to the border for these guys. Jim Payton was the one that had control of it. First time she sent $800 to repay him for his expenses of when he drove from Alabama out to New Mexico. Well, I'd start with, usually you get paid what we pay expenses for people once they're on the border and take care of them. Well, as it turned out, Jim Payton come in this room, had everybody muted, and told me that, asking me to step down, that I had a big head. Folks, that's as far as the truth as I know how to get. Then he told other people that he was broke, didn't have any money, you name it. Well, that man down there right now, his name is David Miller. The money was sent to him. We have the proof of it. It was sent through a guy named Phil. And all the time this man was down there, he got $8 from the gentleman I'm talking about that tried to overthrow us. And this is the second time it had happened over the years. When they found out we were registered with the government and that we were also registered with our state, they realized they could not overthrow me, especially when I'm the founder of this organization. No money has ever been abused. We are collecting money for the Patriots and only the Patriots. I've never hit it. And, you know, like I said, 30 years ago, I had run-ins with the law. I was never convicted of anything where it was stealing, killing, robbing, anything like that, overdrawn checks, shit like that. But that is, you know, that's then, this is now. I've been working in law enforcement in fugitive recovery since 1989. Still work it. Do not have any problems. The people that have put this word out on us, I don't know why they're trying to destroy us. We had another group, he put out a video saying that in fact, Pete, who is one of President Trump's advisors, he's going to say something here, put out word that he was supposed to be a pedophile and everything else. Put out word on Chuck, who was a minister. Put out word on me, you know, bringing my past stuff from 30, 40 years ago. You know, I am a veteran. I do have my DD-214. I do have my VA card. I am totally transparent. I have two legal names. I use the name John because I am a professional recording artist. I am the illegitimate son of the late, great Johnny Horton. In 1948, when my mom and dad had a had a relationship. I was conceived. He didn't know it. A man by the name of Dan Hopkins married my mother. My mother, when I was born, they gave me the name of Larry Hopkins. That's what I grew up as. When I went in the military, I found out who my dad really was. I was raised to believe he was my uncle. All this can be verified, folks. But this is what they're trying to say is I'm a fraud on that too. Now, if you go to my, you can go to my Facebook page. You'll see Jerry Horton. That's the daughter of Johnny Horton. You can see the collages. You can see our communications. That's my half sister. Now, I'm gonna put this to rest on my part. But there's stuff. I'm so angry right now I can't see straight. I would like I'm gonna call my staff one at a time. I want to you what I have not covered. Okay? I'm gonna start with you, Chuck. Now, Chuck is a minister. Go ahead, Chuck.
Well, thank you, sir. Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I want to say this to all those that are listening to this show tonight. I want to apologize to you. I want to tell you how sorry we are that we have to do this, that we have to cover this. But this is not the first time that these people have tried to pull this jazz on us. And we've had to come on here. We've had to do whatever we can to try to defend ourselves. Now, just to cover a little bit more what the commander was talking about, that he actually basically didn't cover, I suppose it's probably been about a month or so ago. It was back when this whole situation that we've got going on the border right now, when it first began. We began the process of deploying people down there, and actually, the commander, our headquarters, is in New Mexico. Okay, and so we began to work, the work of deploying people down there to the border in New Mexico because we knew, Texas, Arizona, California, they were already working on it, and so we began working on the state of New Mexico, because that was our immediate concern. We sent people down. Now, Johnny's already named a couple of them for you. Okay? He named Monica Moran. He named Jim Payton. There's also Tom Davis was another one. Okay? They all went, Jim Payton, Flat Top Kelly, they went down to the border. Now, we had more than one PayPal pal set up at the time. Monica Marin, they had over $5,000 at one point in time. That came from the United Constitutional Patriots that was supposed to go to the border to help those people that were troops that were boots on the ground down there. And Monica Marin and her boyfriend Jim Payton, they all got together and they all pocketed that whole $5,000, went off back to Alabama so Flat Top could get married. But what they tried to do while they were down there was they tried to pull a bit of a coup, if you will, against our commander. They tried to remove him as our commander and I guess put Jim Payton or somebody in power. It failed. And because it failed, and I just want you to know, as Johnny told you, I'm a minister. I'm a minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ. I'm also the intel officer for United Constitutional Patriots. I hold the rank of Major General. Well, these same people knew about me, and if they knew anything about me, they knew that I was 100% loyal to this commander. And they knew that I would stand beside him. So, what did they do? They made a move to get rid of me first. And they thought they hadn't gotten rid of me. But the commander and I, because he informed me he wasn't about to fire the best intel officer he's ever had.
Hold up, Chuck. Jim, I want to know who. All I want to know.
Oh, fuck who? You get me out of this.
Well.
I mean it, John. You know I mean it.
Well, you're threatening to come up and kill every one of us, and we're repeating what we're told.
Get my name out of here. I will be up there in 48 fucking hours. There won't be no fucking knock on the door. Now you get me out of this. My name is not that bad. My name has never used to be stolen. I never stole a fucking bag from a soul. You know that.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Fucking name out of here, and you tell.
Let me ask you a question.
And I'm coming to get him personally.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, why wouldn't she disclose how much money she got that was sent to her when we asked?
$1,800. I told you that.
She was
I can show you in PayPal how much it was. And you guys come up with this fucking $4,000